Hey guys, what is up? Oh goodness. So if you're seeing this, you're probably watching the replay. We go live at 7 Central every Sunday evening to chat with you guys. Well, we're going to give a second for everybody to join us in here. I just came in from outside. It's not hot out there. I mean, it's a little hot, but
it's not as bad as it could be.
I was also just walking around. Let's see. What's up, guys? Tell us where you are watching from.
Well, there's some people here.
Yep.
There must not be a bunch of chatty Cathys.
Mm-hmm.
Pennsylvania.
I'm not showing up here. Something's wrong with it. Okay, here it goes.
Well, this always goes faster than...
Benedict from Pennsylvania.
Whispering Willow Farms. How about that?
Lisa Huffman, Rebecca. Hey. Is it Eleni? Crystal. Hey, Whispering Willow Farms. The Pryor Homestead. How are y'all doing? Watching from the UK. Cool. Scotland. We got people from all over. Washington, California, Kansas, Kentucky, California. From a nap. Vomica. I thought that was lovely. Got her tomatoes. Nan and Poppy are sitting down to dinner right next to us.
They're the sweetest couple.
Did the boys already eat?
Yeah, they're all downstairs eating.
Oh, okay. What is up, JC? Where in Arkansas are you? New Zealand. Man, we're representing all over. Australia, Monday morning. Well, cool. No work. That's awesome. 89 and 74 dew point today. Wow. Well, I think that our highs have been unusually low this week. They're all around 90, which is, I think, hold on, I don't know off the top of my head, 32 Celsius. Is that right? 90 is 32 Celsius. So yeah, definitely much cooler than usual here. Hey, Natalie, what is up? Hey, Stivers. So how's everybody's week? Hey, single dad, if you haven't been with us before, if you've got questions, put them in all caps. Remember, are y'all getting part of the hurricane? So far, no. I don't know what the weather is. We usually get the tail end of them, but it doesn't usually hit here for a couple of days. So not right now, but that might be what's affecting our weather. It's definitely cooler than usual. Hey, the family flips. 109 in California. Yeah, some of my friends have been telling me how hot it's been in California. Hey, Kimberly, thank you so much. Rebecca Tyler, thank you. Hey, Geared for Life. First time homeschooling this year, so working on curriculum. Any tips? Which is Valley. Well, we were actually looking at curriculum today and kind of coming up with some stuff. My main tip is like, I don't know. I'm like, honestly, had to come apart about it today. So I'm not going to be like, oh, just stay chill.
I was going to say, really? Asking about homeschool today? Today's not the day to ask about homeschool.
Yeah, I had a total come apart. Like, I can't do this. Nana and Poppy are right here. They're eating dinner. They may come say hi after they're done. I'm not going to put the camera on them while they're eating. Nana said.
Yeah, she'd say something mean probably.
That was Jill who was over here. Jill and Nathan who were over here. And they said hi. Well, best way to store sweet potatoes after curing. I just pulled up a handful of sweet potatoes out of the garden. Obviously, I haven't cured them yet. I'm planning on storing them in my basement in the room that I'm using to store potatoes, which maybe someone can give us some tips on that. So the curriculum that we use largely for language, arts, history, and science is the Good and the Beautiful. I really, really love their curriculum. I am I am very language-based in comprehension, and so that is a curriculum that I really like. It's very language and arts-centered. However, I have not done their math programs yet.
I thought that was Daniel Smith.
Oh, Danielle Smith.
The blonde hair. I was like,
our friend Daniel.
Dana really changed his look.
So I haven't done their math yet. I derailed you, I haven't done their math, but that's what we're trying to decide right now is what math we're going to be doing this year. When do you know when the sweet potatoes are ready to dig up? Carla, they're 120 days, and then you just kind of start testing. I just dug some of mine up. Some of them are a little on the small side. Oh, happy birthday, Tammy Gear.
And also, as when sweet potatoes get ready, you can start, if you listen real quietly in the evening, you can hear them chanting, "Harvest us, harvest us." Because every time I see a sweet potato, I think that should have a face.
Hey, the tinkerer's wife. Someone asked, my brain is tired. Someone asked something that I was going to, who's saying knock,
I don't know. Who said knock, knock?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's Rebecca.
Oh.
Hey, Rebecca, say hi to all of YouTube.
Hi, all of you. How are you?
Somebody asked something. What color gray did we use to paint? This is called Eiffel Tower by Bear. Let's see. I missed a question that I thought I want to answer that. So maybe if you've asked a question and I remembered, I would answer. If you ask a question, we don't see it, feel free to repeat it. Sometimes we just miss things. Oh, I never did post that pressure canning video. I just kept getting nervous that I was going to give bad information.
I think that's just
guavas. Okay, so how do you say it? Is it chayote? I don't know how to say it, Melissa. Someone actually gave me some seeds for that, and I never planted it. Guavas, I doubt we are actually tropical enough to grow because I don't know anybody who has done that. So, dreams to the garden or the chickens or the kitchen, the Morgan. Well, congratulations on your place. That's super exciting. Chickens, as long as you don't get a lot of them, you can probably do chickens and garden about at the same time because they don't require a whole lot. I am personally of the belief that the best bang for your buck on food production is to put your garden in as soon as possible. But chickens are pretty easy, and especially, I don't know what time of year, like, I don't know where you are, but like right now here, we're coming out of gardening season. You could do a small fall garden and put chickens in. So I'm really not a great answer to that. We did chickens first, but when I finally got my garden going, I really wish that I had gotten it going sooner. We've not had a chance to try out the freeze dryer. We had to order a special plug. Is that plug? Outlet. Okay, soft in the E sounds like like Kyoto. Is that what you're saying, or Shayota?
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely.
Where did you buy our cat tree, and are we happy with it? You got it off of Chewy, and yes, I think it's great for the price.
It was only
it's like $60, and it's like a mansion.
Yeah, I've seen those in stores before, and they're always like over $100 and something bucks. And so on Chewy.com, it was like $60, and it's a really nice one. Now, when he gets going and like lunges at it from a distance, it's a little wobbly.
It comes back,
but it bounces back. So, yeah, I'm hoping to share the freeze dryer. The outlet has not come in yet, so we're just waiting.
We're hoping to get in Friday, but I haven't heard yet.
I'm not very patiently waiting. I'm so excited. Is 1.5 inches good for a raised bed, or should I go 2 inch for the rest? Are you talking about like total 2 inches? I usually try to do for raised beds. I mean, you can do anything with 1.5 inches or 2. That's probably more like an in-ground garden with a little bit of amendment. I usually try to do like, okay, chayote, I see. So I usually try to do like 8 inches or so for a raised bed. A freeze dryer. Sorry, there's brother drama going on back there. A freeze dryer, basically what it does is it drops the temperature really, really low. And then begins to warm back up slightly, forces all the moisture out, and then vacuums it out, leaving things completely dry, like void of all liquid whatsoever. And they can be stored for upwards of 20 years if they're in like sealed containers. So. Have you ever frozen eggs? I have, and lots of people do. The way that I personally like to do it is I like to do things like make like breakfast burritos and egg sandwiches with cooked eggs and freeze those. But I've talked to a lot of people who have frozen them before. I haven't done it a ton, to be completely honest. Yeah, a lot of people do freeze drying food for like bug out type stuff. Like you can buy it in a lot of like prepper things. You can buy already freeze dried food, but we're excited to try out our freeze dryer. Does overwintering cause low production in tomatoes? Jennifer, I don't know. I've never overwintered before, but maybe somebody here can answer that question. Yes, all of our kids are doing homeschool this year. We're really excited about that.
Thank you. I may need more.
Oh, Bethany Urban Farm. Whoever was asking about raised beds, I would do 2-inch thickness, but 1-inch works too. The lumber. Thank you, Coral, for making that simple for me. So you're asking like a 2x8 or 1x. I'll wait till Jeremiah comes back and let him give you his opinion. I don't build anything, so I'm not 100% sure. I mean, like, he's the one who buys lumber. Ever dreamed of creating your own breed of tomato? Yes, I've actually thought that would be a really fun thing to do. My corn, the blue corn, it did produce, the ears were really small. I don't know if it's typical of that kind of corn or if maybe I should have just like fertilized it more. I'm not really sure. I planted it so late. I thought maybe the heat kind of got to it, but the ears were pretty small, but they were formed. They were just like this big, and it was really sweet. It was tasty. For raised garden beds, would you do 1x or 2x?
2.
There you go. That's what Coral said too.
Who?
I missed the question. Bethany Urban Farm answered it, and she said she would do 2. And I said, well, we'll wait and ask Maya what he thinks, but I don't really know. What TV shows are your goats named from? Well, we have Ross Poldark and Dr. Ennis. And at some point we'll have Demelza, but we just haven't gotten the right doe yet. And then we have our Mean Girls goat herd.
Which is from a movie.
From a movie. And then we have Thorn Oak and Chilled. Which is obviously, it's kind of funny that like it was kind of supposed to be ironic, like we named Thorn Oak and Chilled, which is the name of dwarf, and we have dwarf goats, but we named like this massive goat Thorn Oak and Chilled. But well, I'm giving away everything. I talked about the sweet potatoes. That's in the vlog for tomorrow. But
they're on the live. They're going to watch the vlog tomorrow.
I had suspected that Thorn Oak and Chilled was not impregnating our lady goats that he was in with because he acted really kind of scared of them. And today I was out there, and the lady goats are definitely in heat and definitely rubbing their tails on the fence, trying to get at Ross Poldark. And Thorn Oak and Chill's just chilling with them like he doesn't even care. And I'm like, he's not interested. I came in, I was like, he's not gonna be the herd sire we hoped. He is not interested in those girls, which is fine. He's a really sweet goat. We'll keep him, but he's just not
Honestly, what I'll probably do is message the lady we got him from and be like, hey, he's not breeding the goats.
I do like him. He's so sweet.
No, I'm just saying, hey, I need to come pick up another one of your 15 other males.
Channing, I've just been taking a break from the garden tours right now while we move everything over because a lot of stuff is in transition. But we're replanting things. I'll pick them back up when I feel like there's more to show. I know there's still a lot to show to a lot of people, but it's sort of transition for me. Yeah, if you have a question, make sure you put it in all caps. What's the best place to plant elderberry? I would say the main thing with elderberry is just putting it in a place that you know it can really get established and stay. Just like anything else perennially, you need to give it a place that is going to be able to just like get really big. So a lot of people plant that up like beside their house, off away from their garden. Probably don't want to put it in your garden space because you need to be able to prepare the space around it. Nana and Poppy are doing good.
I think so. Poppy, you doing good?
Wonderful.
Nana, you doing good?
Yeah.
She didn't make eye contact, so she's basically saying, "Leave me alone."
Okay. What soil combo is good for raised beds? Topsoil, compost mix. What we do, Christina, is we put like 2/3 of like just topsoil. This topsoil we get around here is not great. It's usually very heavy in clay. And then we do probably like 4 or 5 inches of compost on top of that. Yeah, maybe not even that much. Probably 4 inches of compost on top of that for the first year. And when we plant, we just dig a hole down and let the compost go down into the hole. And then we amend it every season with another inch or 2 of compost. If you don't mind, I'm sending seeds too that they're coming. Okay. Single Dad Homesteading said that to those that he's sending seeds to, they are coming.
His dad had a stroke.
Oh, yes. So his dad had a stroke. So yeah, if you're expecting seeds from Chris, if you're expecting seeds from Chris, just like Grace with that weight, please, because he's dealing with those issues. But Coral, I don't know if Matthew's on here, but he sent me a text the other day.
You guys are not taking our joke.
he was like, Doran's just not interested in the ladies, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just had it even. That was so funny. But he sent me a picture of like there.
Honestly, can I just be honest? Like, he's not interested in anything. But
yeah, somebody told me that to give him selenium if you have a goat that's not interested in breeding, to give them selenium. But
we're fighting.
But
when he was with the other males, like they would chase him off too. So I mean, like he's just not a fighter.
I just think he's just really passive. At first, we thought it was because he'd only ever been around male goats, and so we thought, well, maybe just doesn't like he was a really passive one, but he is really completely not interested in it. So he's I love him. I would hate to see him go. Like, I don't want to get rid of him.
No, he's not going anywhere.
He's so sweet, and he's massive. Like, the top of his head comes. I really wanted some babies from him, but it's okay. I ain't mad at him. So
Do you feel like we kind of wasted a name though?
Thorn Oak and Shield? No, it's great.
Supposed to, like,
like be all about it. No, he's a sweetie.
It was like when we lost Mr. Darcy, I was sad because I was like, oh man.
Best fall plants for a tower planter, like a Greenstalk. I'm doing a lot of lettuces in mine. I've done kale before. Maybe not. Peas would be okay. Maybe look for like a bush variety. You could do big ones, but they'd end up climbing all over the place. I wouldn't do anything majorly heading. I guess you could try, but
no, you need to.
Do you grow raspberries? And if you do, can you give tips? We have some, but I don't really have just a lot of tips for them. This is our first year to really grow them. You rotate your crops? Not really. Somewhat. I kind of move things around, but I think if you really focus on having really healthy soil, then it's fine. You don't have to worry too much about it. My peas got destroyed by aphids. That is really disappointing.
Do you rotate your crops?
I just answered that.
Oh. What is your must-grow fall crop? Rutabaga.
Rutabagas, beets, radishes, lettuces, kale, lots and lots of kale. Who did your tattoo? It's funny. I'm assuming that you're not my mom. My mom's name is also Mary Wilson. My brother did my tattoo.
I was just saying,
I saw it earlier. The question for Mary Wilson. I was like, did she change your name on there? Because hers, I think, says her middle name. But my brother did. Drew Wilson in Northwest Arkansas. Hello, I'm not. You're not. Are you my mother? I'm not heard of Larissa tomatoes. Okay.
Also, no, it doesn't matter if you skip the ads on the videos. Just you do you.
I've heard that they pay more when you watch them, but I've also had people tell me that they're like 40-minute ads that come up in videos. Guys, you do not have to feel obligated to watch a 40-minute ad for us. So, like, truly, I value your time. You don't have to do that.
If it has a skip option, let's just be real. I'm skipping.
When can you tell a Kajari melon is ready? It turns orange and falls off the vine.
Nope. Go downstairs.
Cheapest soil amendment to clay soil for asparagus. Honestly, the thing to do that's best for clay soil is gypsum works to help break that up. But the main thing that you need to do is cover it. Like get it mulched with some compost and some straw. Like covering it goes a long way to allow it to naturally build some structure.
We have 7 hives. They have not swarmed since spring. I'm actually about to pull all the honey supers and harvest and put them back to give them time to build up some more honey before it actually starts getting cold. So they'll still have all the fall crops and stuff to get nectar and stuff from.
This mug is from a local place actually called Old Dog Pottery. It's massive. I don't drink coffee out of this one. This is kombucha that I'm drinking out of this one.
If you pay the annual fee, we just get a portion. Like they figure out how to divvy that up.
What are you talking about?
Like if you can pay for YouTube Premium.
Oh
It
yeah.
removes ads. Well, if you're watching our video, then they allot a certain amount for whatever that is. So I don't know exactly how that works, and I honestly don't need to figure it out. But they do something.
Yeah, you can do organic horse manure with clay soil. It just needs to be aged. 6 months, I think, is what they say on horse manure.
Yeah.
How do you like to process sugar rush peach peppers? If you Google sugar rush peach hot sauce, there's a really good recipe. It comes up right at the top.
Best organic way to keep bugs worms from eating all my kale.
To keep bugs. BT probably. I can never say it right. Bacterophilus. What's it called?
No.
BT is it's a pesticide. It's organic that you spray, and you want to spray it kind of like early in the morning or in the evening whenever the caterpillars, because it's typically caterpillars that are going to be eating kale, cabbage loopers or something like that. Spray it in the evening or in the morning because they need to eat the leaves with the BT on it. So that's how it kills them. It breaks down the lining in their stomach and causes them to get sick and die. So you want to do that. You want to spray it when they're eating.
Would you use solar in the homestead in the future? Probably.
Yeah.
It's on the list of things. Also, my daughter, Autumn, 4 years old, wants to say hi. Could you please say hi back?
Hi, Autumn.
Hey, Autumn.
Do you have a problem with ticks? This year they really haven't been that bad, and we do have a lot of chickens, but we really haven't had them that bad. Guineas and chickens is definitely.
We also took out a lot of our underbrush, wooded areas, and leaves and stuff got all eaten up by the goats, so they've had a lot less area to get bred in.
Bacillus thuringiensis. I'm probably butchering that, but thank you, Desiree. I appreciate you wiping that out. How do you deal with squash bugs naturally long-term? Rachel, if I'm being completely honest, how I usually deal with the squash bugs is try to keep them in check as long as I can and let them have the crop whenever they get crazy. The infestation of squash bugs that I always have by about July is insane. I'm talking like thousands and thousands and thousands. Like you'll go out and move a plant and there'll be 100 bugs. It's crazy. And I'll spray and keep them in check for as long as I can until we start really getting sick of the squash, and then we just let them go. Hey, Deep South Homestead, how are you? Yeah, we're loving our greenhouse. It's amazing. I was just out there this evening doing a video about what's next for it because I'm really looking forward to growing in it in the winter. Need to learn canning. I did some canning today. Cool, Raven. Definitely go for it with a big garden. Do you know why the raccoons are crushing my plants by the stem? I do not. I'm missing. Have you tried Richmond green apple cucumbers? I have not tried those. I've seen them and they're really neat looking. I didn't care for the lemon cucumber very much, and I don't know if I just didn't give it a good try, but we have not harvesting the bounty. We never did plant the bee fence mural. I may have Nana help me with that while she's here. Bethany Urban Farm. Her sister-in-law was doing the dishes and was like, "Oh, this is a plate of seeds. I won't put it in the dishwasher." My counter is covered. There's a lot of seeds going on in my kitchen right now. For sure. Hi from Montreal. Hello. Okay, I have a succulent garden that I use cactus soil. Now can I change it to an herb or veggie garden and have it organic? I actually don't know the answer to that. I'm pretty sure that cactus soil just has some different amendments in it to help it stay very dry and draining. So you might need to amend that soil a little bit, but maybe somebody who has more experience with that can give us some feedback. Does anybody have any feedback on that? I've never saved carrot seeds. I've heard that it's one of the more difficult things to save seeds for because you have to allow several of them to go to seed in order to save the seeds. But Kate, maybe you can answer that question for us. I know you're like the seed saving guru. Thank you, Joel Boyle. I appreciate that super chat. We lost some Carolina Reaper pepper seeds that way, washed down the sink by a friend. So I had the weirdest thing happen. Someone tagged me in something on Facebook, on our Facebook group, about how their seeds sprouted in the water. They were fermenting them, and on like the second day they sprouted. And I was like, I have never had this happen before. In all my years of saving seeds, I've never had them sprout within a couple of days of being fermented in the water. And today I had about 6 different kinds of tomato seeds on the counter, and I went to rinse them and lay them on the paper towels, and one of them, the Cherokee Purple, had sprouted. And I was like, how about that? First time for everything. I don't know. Just thought it was interesting. I mean, what I told the person in the Facebook group is, nature kind of does what it wants. So I have no idea why it happened.
The Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Expo is not happening this year. They canceled it.
Yeah. This week my husband dumped a quart of neem oil down the sink thinking it needed to be, oh, that stinks. That really stinks. A quart of neem oil, that's not super cheap. That would be no good. Oh, golly, my husband made salsa with a ghost pepper I was given to save the seeds.
I'm coughing just thinking about it.
How long are they supposed to stay on the counter? 2, maybe 3 days, and then you can rinse them off. Sometimes they don't even take that long. Really, when they sprout on me, I just dry them and they still sprout later. That's interesting. I wish I had saved those. I tossed them because I was like, well, I have more out there. So I was like, I'll just get another one and save it. Yeah, I experienced the same thing. But for the most part, it all works. Some people say you don't need to ferment them. Some people just wash them until that gel comes off. I always ferment them because it's just more hands-off to save them. Do you know that the seeds from a bitter gourd is red? I do know that because I did the snake gourds last year, and they were those seeds with the red gel around them. When you let them get really ripe, that gel is really sweet. It tastes pretty good. Can a cucumber and honeydew melon cross-pollinate? Yes, they can. Cucumbers can cross-pollinate with melons. I'm pretty sure that, well, it's not a cucumber. I'm pretty sure that the melons that I had that were cross-pollinated were a mix between Armenian white melons and my Kiku chrysanthemum melons. But yes, I don't think it's as readily going to cross-pollinate as like melons will with each other, but they can. How are you Stivers doing? How's everything going with you guys? I miss you guys. How do I keep large tomatoes from splitting? Tips on how to measure water. As far as like measure water that they're getting when you're watering, usually you just do that by time and like interval test how deep the water is gone. We need to replace this camera because it's doing that flashing thing and it really bothers me.
Okay.
It is time. It's served us well.
Okay.
Ashley didn't realize. What was I answering that question for? I forgot. Water. Thank you. To keep them from splitting, you just water evenly. That's the main thing. So, will you ever grow microgreens? I have grown them.
You start them just fine.
Yeah. I mean, I've grown them and we've eaten them some. I've also killed quite a few of them by leaving them in the basement. I have to grow them on our kitchen
in the kitchen counter.
I do great.
They do great. So honestly, what they try to do is grow some
On
this
shelves.
new shelving unit.
That would be a really good idea. I do great when I have them like.
If you put them out of sight,
out of mind.
they die. They die a lot.
It's so funny because like so many of our homesteading friends right now, like we've hardly talked in months, but we're all just in like the crazy busy time. We always catch up over winter.
It's like, all right, guys, harvesting's done. Let's hang out with our friends.
I saw that spinach seeds only last a year. Is that correct? Not that I know of. I've definitely sprouted spinach seeds that were older than a year old. So I don't know. I've never heard that before. I don't know how to get rid of milkweed, Danielle. I'm constantly trying to plant it because it's very important for monarch butterflies. So I'm not really sure how you would get rid of that. I'm sorry that your son's allergic. That's really difficult to deal with, but maybe if it's something that, maybe if you could put it on like a community page for people to come maybe dig it, and they would be able to maybe take it and put it somewhere else where it could benefit the butterflies, but get it off your property. That might be an idea. So can you show us stickers?
No.
Show them one.
Never.
Show them one.
Nope. Can't do it.
Why?
Because we haven't revealed it yet. We haven't let it loose.
We did. I put it on Instagram the other day. You knew that. Don't act scandalized. You knew that I did that.
I did not know.
Yes, you did. Why don't you
Which one? How
my
did you
favorite
pick
one?
Which is which one?
The big one.
Really? That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
That's not my favorite one.
What's your favorite one?
The tomato plant.
Thank you, Angela.
Look at this thing glitching colors.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. It's bothering me really
It's
bad.
not changing on the feed. It's just changing on our screen.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thank you so much, Angela. Why are my okra not producing after 5 months of growth? That I am really not sure about. Are they setting flowers? Also, where do you live? Is it warm where you live? So, for those of you who don't know, hold on, what's going on with North Star Prep Stutter? Somebody said, preparing to be gone a couple of days to have a family emergency. Mom is having a heart procedure. Oh, well, we're definitely praying, North Star Prep Stutter. I'm so sorry to hear that. So, someone does see the flickering. So, okay. For those of you who don't know this, we are launching our new stickers in a week and a half, I think. Around the 1st is the goal of September. Now we're going to be working with some different artists, and we're going to be highlighting a different artist each month. We've lined out like the rest of this year on that. The first artist, which we are working with, let me see here. I want to get her Instagram so that I can share it with you guys. Her name is Kelly, and she has done some beautiful art for us. And so basically, here's the logic behind the stickers and why we decided to do this. We are constantly hearing from people, oh, that should go on a t-shirt, that should go on a t-shirt. But obviously, we can't just release new t-shirts all the time. And we thought it would be really fun to do like die cut stickers, vinyl stickers. And I love stickers like that. I know a lot of people do. And we also thought it would be a really fun way to introduce some merch at a really low price point that people could access in lots of different budgets. And so we're going to be selling stickers. We're getting our website stuff worked out.
Also our shipping.
Like all the shipping and all that stuff. We're getting all that worked out. So we'll announce these. They just came in the other day. And basically what we're going to be doing is doing limited edition runs. We're going to be highlighting a different artist each month. The first artist is Kelly Robertson. I just shared her Instagram there, so you guys can go give her a follow. She's absolutely amazing. And we will share the website when it's up. It's not up yet, so you can't buy these yet.
Make sure you specify that.
Yeah, you can't buy them yet. Okay, the flickering is your heads blocking the cam lights off. Oh, so get in front of them. Oh, well done. You figured it out.
Okay, so we don't need those cam lights.
Okay, well, let's turn them off so that will stop.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's better. Is it still flickering? I can't tell. Well, that's fine.
Oh, Poppy's in the dark.
Yeah, well, let's not. Well, don't make Poppy sit in the dark.
That's okay.
Okay.
Nana said it's fine.
I know how to say.
Nana.
Okay, so let's start with my favorite sticker. These are not available for purchase yet. These will be available for purchase. We're aiming for September 1st as long as we can get all the logistics.
Limited, let's be clear.
Yes, so
These
basically
are limited edition. This is not open-ended.
Yes. So like these, Kelly's artwork will be available for the month of September. And then whenever Kelly's month is over, we'll introduce a new artist and we will introduce a new set of stickers that will be available for that month. So the idea here is for us to be able to support artists and promote them, and then also create kind of something fun that is collectible that's just going to be really cool. And basically what we're doing is we're working with the artist and we're saying like, okay, we'll talk about our farm. We'll talk about the things we like to do. Kelly was already familiar with our farm. And so basically this is like the artist's take on our stuff. So like she was familiar enough with like us to come up with this. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, that fixed the flickering. You guys are awesome. You are so smart. You figured it out. Okay.
We don't have to buy a new camera now.
Will you share your favorite first? Because I think mine's better, so I'm making you go first. They're both awesome.
All right, this is the first one. I think this is one of the best ones we have coming out.
Okay, so here's the first one. Little tomato plant, super cute.
Really good detail. It's going to be really cool. It's a perfect laptop, water bottle, perfect sticker for
So
this.
yeah, people put these are vinyl stickers. So a lot of people put these on like water bottles. You can put them on your laptop, flower pots, windows, bathroom mirror, journals. Thank you, Samantha. Your car window, whatever you want to do. So here is my favorite. So this is a bigger one. So basically these things, they're going to be $4. We're working out our shipping, but we're going to keep it as low as possible. So we're going to try to keep it super cheap. We're looking at doing packs where there can be a discount if you purchase like the whole artist pack. I'm putting them all over my car. I love it. Okay. He thought this was really beautiful. And then here is my favorite. So this says the best medicine for the garden is the gardener. And this is actually a 4x6. So this one's going to be like $6. So this is like the big one. And like this, you could put on the back of your laptop. You could put on a journal. I actually have like an inside page of my Bible that I wanted to put this sticker in because I think this really applies to, there are multiple applications for this, but I thought this is my favorite. It's so beautiful. Look, like there's little poppy buds on here and tomatoes here, sunflowers. Just thought it was so pretty. So those are, but there are, we're introducing 5 new designs, 6 new designs by Kelly.
And then 4 of our own designs.
And then 4 of our like designs, which have been on t-shirts in the past. They're ones that you guys
Yes, we will ship international, but I cannot tell you what the shipping will cost. You'll just have to pay whatever the shipping is through our automated system.
But we will keep, it'll just be what it costs us. Like we're not going to like mark up handling.
As long as everything goes the way that we feel like it should go, when you go to checkout, it should calculate your shipping if it leaves the country. Now, what we're going to do for within the 50 states, we're trying to get it set up.
Or we can do free shipping.
We can do free shipping within the 50 states. And if we can't do it that way, it'll be a set fee that's really cheap. Yeah. Like $1 or something like that.
We're trying to keep it as cheap as possible. Our whole desire on these and why we're doing something like this is because we thought it would be really fun. Obviously it's a great way for us to like have income, but then also provide something that would be just an obtainable price point for our viewers. That would just be fun. So I'm really excited about it. We're using a local, the sticker printer. They're out of Fayetteville, aren't they? Maybe not.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's right.
But they're still small.
Um,
I mean, it's still a small business. They're not like a major company.
yeah, it's a small business. We usually try to deal with small businesses when we can. So yeah, so really excited about these, and we'll have all of that stuff up. So how do you water the carrot seeds under the board? You usually don't have to do that a lot because they're covered. That moisture doesn't evaporate very much.
The stickers will be bought. Sorry, someone just asked. Stickers will be bought through our website, rootsandrefuge.com.
Yes.
We're launching a store that'll have different merch options
Yes.
as we're developing that.
Yeah, no, I'm sharing Kelly because I just want you guys to go follow her because she's awesome. And that's what we're trying to do as far
We'll
as
do a
like
whole video. We'll post it on Instagram. We'll post it on Facebook. Like, you'll know that it's out.
Yeah.
And where to go to get it.
That and the idea, like with the artist and doing a different artist each month, we want to promote their business also because we love small businesses. So we want to promote the artist's business, but then also we'll be selling the stickers. So these will be exclusive designs to our shop. The carrots under the board, usually if you're even as hot as it is here, I usually don't have to water them before they sprout. I usually just water them really well, plant them, and then water the soil well, plant them, put the board over them, and then I don't have to water them again even in 10 days because it stays moist enough. But if you did, I would use a spray bottle so that you don't displace them. I am so glad, Deborah. That blesses my heart to know that was beneficial to you. Growing that, I would love a cut flower garden. I do grow some cut flowers, just kind of intermixed within all of my other stuff.
Brody's on peppers. Do you remember which ones he topped and which ones he didn't?
Would the artist want to do a tattoo ticket to get a design tattoo? Are they okay with using the designs for a tattoo? That's a great question, Coral. I'll definitely ask Kelly her feelings about that. Because I've had multiple people say, there's another one that's flowers that's so beautiful. And someone was like, I need a tattoo of that. So I definitely think we'll ask on that. Her style is very good for tattoos, just her lines and stuff. Someone asked about overwintering basil. Basil is very, very, very frost tender, and it has a really set growth pattern. It goes to seed pretty easy. Basil, it grows so fast that I mean, you could take a pot of it in your house if you wanted to be able to harvest some in your house, but I would just save the seeds and replant it. I don't know that I would go through the trouble of overwintering. Thank you, Elspeth.
If you're interested in becoming an artist, you can email us at our Roots and Refuge email.
With a Google form or something, because I'm getting some emails I'm already booked through.
I think we'll probably run it. Okay, so we also have new email addresses that are going to run through our website, and the one for the store is going to be the shop at rootsandrefuge.com.
So you could email there.
You can email there because it's not getting flooded with a bunch of other stuff, and we can keep track of it. The shop at Roots and Refuge.
There you go. So if you're interested,
if you're interested in being an artist, message that, and then that would be cool. It's through Gmail, so we could set up a Google form.
Yeah, that's probably what we need to do.
Have people apply.
Can y'all tell that we're figuring this out? We don't know what we're doing here. So,
do you ever eat out? If so, what's your favorite? Most of the time, no, because we usually cook better food here than we can pay for somewhere else. But if we do have to, I like a good Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. And honestly, none of this stuff happened with COVID until people started eating Popeye chicken sandwiches. I just want to say, never go against the Lord's chicken.
You need to quit.
I'm just saying, all you people who went out there to Popeyes and ate that crazy chicken sandwich, this is called you sowed seed. Now you're reaping the harvest.
There's some local places. There's one here called the Root Cafe. I love to get food there. There's a place, Boulevard Bread Company. That's something. There are a few local places. Those are my favorite places to eat, is the local places. So, sweet potato slips from Stark Brothers is where our sweet potato slips. And we also got some from Deep South Homestead.
Who's on here.
They sell on their Etsy shop.
And they're doing really well also.
My older children are coming back to homeschool this year, actually.
By choice.
By choice,
They wanted to.
They decided that, they were going to do the distance learning, and then they decided that they would prefer to just do homeschool curriculum.
That's probably why Jessica had to come apart, because she was like, so floored that they said that, but then also realizing like the commitment that is, and was like,
Yeah, I haven't homeschooled. Well, Asher, he only did 1 year of public school. Jackson's been in public school for 2.5 years though. So for my teenagers to come back to homeschool, I was like, what? Oh my gosh, yes, Chris, I would love that. Definitely have her draw something up.
yeah, I'm gonna make some wood videos. I've got the pieces for the mail are still coming in the mail. I still think there's a few more that have to get mailed in because they were back ordered. And then I've got an area picked out. I've got to cut some trees down to get it prepped, and then we're going to start building the mill. And I've got to mill wood, which is going to be a chore, and then we've got to dry it.
But you can
and
show
then we
them
can
that.
build stuff. Yeah, I'll be showing all that. Like,
Well, you're going to show them the
I am gonna
tables
build
and
the
stuff you're doing
tables.
now,
Yes.
and the shelves. We're going to show you how we made our kitchen shelves because we're going to cook.
We're going to shoot that in the morning. Everything's prepped for that, and then I'm actually going to start the table videos. And I don't know if it'll be 2 videos or what.
Riggs Dawn, definitely not too late to plant rutabagas. They're very frost hardy. They will grow in the winter. I just planted.
Where's
Nana
Nana?
just planted 2 rows. Nana, they're calling out for you.
Say hi.
She said, hi. Yeah, Nana just planted 2 rows of rutabagas yesterday. Was it yesterday that we planted those, or was it day before yesterday? Might have been.
This is Saturday.
Okay, yeah, it was yesterday.
If I do harvest, we actually haven't gotten a spinner yet. And so if we do harvest, we can probably still do a video about it, but we'll probably go to our friends, Brothers Honey in Conway. They have a commercial kitchen business, and it's got like a super nice spinner and all
And
that.
people
So
go and harvest honey.
So that'd be a cool video. It'll be at their place. Now next year I will have my own spinner, and I'll probably, once I have the shop, I'll probably do it all there.
What do your 3 older kids like? Ben will be the well driller, Toby will be the vet, but Asher hadn't really mentioned his likes. I don't know what Asher, we're still waiting to see. Asher's fairly musical. We're actually starting some music lessons here soon. Asher and Jackson both.
I'm going to.
Yeah, we're actually going to hone our music skills as well. We're going to be doing music lessons together, all 4 of us. And I think Asher is very musically inclined, and I think we're going to really see that blossom. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see on him. I mean, he's very, very bright. Asher's got an incredible vocabulary. I can really see him writing. He has, the only thing is he doesn't like the process of handwriting. But I don't know. We'll see. He's 13, so he's got some time to blossom in different passions still.
Also, before we wrap this up, I would just like to say that if any of you guys are looking for another awesome YouTuber to fall in love with, you should all go check out Whispering Willow Farms. They're pretty close to 5,000 subscribers, and it's well earned because their channel is just the totes cutest. Also, I actually did their kitchen for them a couple years ago. So if you want to see some other kitchen remodel work I've done,
they're some of our local friends. It's funny because
we'll get messages. We still get messages being like, "Hey, you should totally check out this other girl. And Arkansas has a really cute blonde girl." And we're like, "Yeah, we've been friends with them since before YouTube."
So that's a link to their channel, Whispering Willow Farm. Thank you, Natalie.
Check them out.
Hey, Christy, first live chat. Building new raised beds. How would you layer your beds? Wood chips, native soil, premium potting mix, compost, manure. So confused. Core gardening. Okay. What we do, Christy, is we just do 2/3. Well, we do 18-inch beds. 2 by 4 by 16 feet. I don't know how deep you're doing those. Okay, 2 feet. Okay. I say 2 feet deep. So we do 18 inches, and we do like almost like 2/3 of it, or maybe even, probably about 2/3 of it we do with native topsoil. And then we do like 4 inches or so of compost on top of that. And by compost, we do like green compost, not just manure. And so we layer that on and then mulch on top of that in the first year, and it builds. Now my beds that are 4 years old, they started with 12 inches. I'm in the middle of saying
sorry.
something. You're
I had
being
to go look.
rude. They hit 5,000 subscribers. He's very excited about that. I think she's on here.
She probably signed up.
So,
She thinks we're boring.
so now my beds that are 4 years old, which were 12 inches of topsoil, and they started with like 3 inches of compost on top, and we've added an inch or two of compost each season. You can dig all the way down to the ground underneath the beds now, and it is all black, rich soil. So when you don't dig and you don't till and you just keep adding compost and mulching continuously over years, it's going to build that topsoil that you started with, and it's just going to get better year after year. You could start with more rich soil from the beginning, but that's expensive. And so for us, it was just a matter of we could get the topsoil a lot cheaper and amend with compost.
Do you think we will do online classes?
Yes, we will be doing some online courses and some different things. Actually was talking with Jill from Whispering Willow Farm last night about doing some sort of like co-teaching, sort of workshop.
Jill's a super wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. So she's gardening a lot. We have very similar gardening styles. She does more market gardening for profit than I do, because we primarily just grow for our family, and then we teach online to supplement the income of the garden, whereas she has been mostly market gardening and is just breaking into teaching online, but she has a ton of knowledge, and we were talking about doing a workshop together. And I'm also developing some other things, which I'm not ready to talk about and publicly, but you're going to be really excited about them because they're going to be really good. So, hey, Greenwich Homestead, thank you for the super chat.
Part of what we talked about last live, where we're building towards the bigger farm, the education centers, like really changing some stuff in the country.
I would love to change the culture of our generation to be one that is more geared towards food growing. AJ Benson, the best winter vegetables to plant. I'm so excited to make live chat. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the super chat. Basically anything in the brassica family, root vegetables, peas, go ahead. You can go ahead and start planting them now. You want to get them established before the frost comes, but you've got a good deal of time in 7A. You're probably looking at like mid to late October, early November at the latest. So anyway, well, I think we are going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for checking out Whispering Willow. I love it when we get to.
We got a little bit of time. What do you want to talk about? We got 9 minutes.
Okay.
You want to talk about God?
I don't have anything to say. I don't know. Is there something that you want to talk about?
Oh, I don't know.
Good night, Lynn. Can you make a video of cowboy candy? I am going to make a video of cowboy candy. I just haven't made it yet. Hold on. Our little channel hit 5K last night. That is really cool. Heirloom Permaculture. Congratulations. Thank you, Heather. I am okay. I am really, really tired.
Pushing to get the book done.
Yeah.
Was hard.
So it has been like the end of a long haul. You'll notice we didn't post a video yesterday. It's 2 times I didn't this week, and it's just been the end of a long haul. And then today I totally overextended my brain on homeschool stuff. Just completely. But Rose, you know me well. You can tell. I'm just kind of like, I'm going to go to sleep early tonight. So butternut squash is so good. Well, harvest enthusiast, I'm glad you will be able to watch it later.
Gardening with very small children?
That's a great question, Rachel. You really need to be patient with yourself and patient with your children and understand your children.
Set realistic expectations.
Yeah, that your children won't be little forever. I can tell you so many stories of my kids completely destroying stuff in my garden whenever they were really young. And like the year that I had no idea what tomato was what because Benjamin pulled up every single label as I planted them. That kind of stuff it just happens. I think measuring yourself and not trying to do too much when your kids are young is really smart, because I think keeping it enjoyable so that you can really instill a love in it with them. I think that's important. So definitely having grace for them, having grace for yourself. Another thing, and this is this really depends on your situation. if you have an opportunity, when my children were little, I did so much of my gardening at 6:45 in the morning. Like that's when I would go out there and do the garden when the kids were still asleep and somebody was here with them that I could go out there by myself before they were up. And like Jeremiah and I had a running agreement for a long time that like the kids would wake up and he would get them breakfast and I would be out in the garden. And if I got like 45 minutes or an hour in a day, it's flickering again.
You know, someone just said we
What?
should, but we have one. We should just set up that ring light.
Oh,
The ring light on the stand. Just set it up over here, and it'll just keep consistent light. You can turn all the other lights off.
That's a good idea. We do have that ring light. Congrats to Holler Homestead. Yes, they have their baby girl, Liliana. She's so sweet, so precious. I just keep being like, oh my gosh, you had a girl. It's really awesome. It was so precious when I told my boys. I was like, I had a picture because Meg had texted us the night that she went into labor so that like we could be praying. And the next morning I wake up to this picture of this beautiful little baby girl. And my boys came in that morning. I'm like, guys, look at this baby. And they're like, what baby is this? I'm like, that's Liliana Holler. And they were like, oh, what? And I was like, it was so cute. There was little fist pumps and everything. They were so celebratory. It was the sweetest thing. Definitely very precious. Thank you so much, Maritza. I really appreciate that. That's a huge compliment to me. I always hope to be able to explain things in easy to understand terms. Yes, I know, Patty. My boys are such sweet little angels. TV stand, where did you get that?
Furniture row.
Just like a furniture row. Jeremiah's brother actually bought that for us when we redid our living room. Or when we, no, it wasn't when we redid. It was Christmas is what it was, yeah. The
Jumanji vine got to the other side of the pavilion and then
it is no more. We tore it out the other day. I actually posted a video and showed it. It was towards the end of the video. Me and Benjamin tore it out. Why did you choose 18 inches? Do you find it keeps rodents out?
Yes, it does.
It does not keep squirrels out.
No, obviously.
Keeps rabbits out.
Rabbits.
Rats could probably get in there. I don't know that we really have an issue with those. I've never seen them.
But rabbits can be a serious problem.
But yeah, rabbits
can get in there.
18 inches. Honestly, I probably would have gone. Now,
you know why we really did 18 inches? Because that's half of a sheet of metal.
Yeah, we did. Now the back beds are 20.
Yes, we had wider metal for those.
The back beds are 20. So
we basically took the material we had and just cut it in half. It's not filled that much. Now the back beds are filled up pretty full, but the front ones are only like 12 or 13 inches deep of soil.
Jim, we do get a lot of drive-by fans. We usually kind of discourage that just because we're working and we live here and it is kind of difficult. But we routinely look out the front window and people are stopped taking pictures of our house. That is a thing that is part of this job. Yeah, so.
But yes, it happens.
You catch your own fish. I actually do enjoy fishing. When I go fishing, I usually go fishing with my brother and we fly fish and he's catch and release, and so I am too. So I don't catch fish for us to eat. Anyway, devotionals. I will do another one soon. I've actually got something that I've been working on, but I've been writing a lot of stuff, and at some point you guys will see that. But I'm not ready for it to be out quite yet. I'm still working on it.
Chris said he's going to do a drive-by soon and stay a week.
Yeah, I would like that, Chris. You definitely are welcome to do that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We bless you. Until next time.